All right, y'all. This is episode 1 on how the future market actually works. Okay, there's a lot of confusion out here. We're just trying to clear that up. All right, so if futures trading feels confusing, overwhelming, or risky, it's not because you're slow. It's not because you're dumb. It's simply because you don't understand it yet. Most people were taught strategies. All right, most people were taught strategies before they were taught the game. And like anything else, you gotta understand the game before you get to be a part of the game. All right. So in this episode 1 of the fundamental series, this is where I break down futures trading step by step without skipping anything. All right. Because because any strategy doesn't work if the foundation is broken. You can build a building as high as you want, but if the foundation is cracked, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna fall down. Quick note before we go deeper into this content is for educational purposes only. I'm not giving financial advice, and trading involves risk. All right, always do your own research and trade responsibly. All right, with that being said, let's get back to the video. So let's start this off simple with what futures really are. And at its core, futures trading isn't about owning assets. It's about speculating on price movement. When you buy or sell a futures contract, you're entering an agreement based on where price might be, not taking delivery of anything. Okay, you don't know where it's gonna go 100%. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but there are ways to identify where price might move, and then if it does a few things in a certain order, it usually tends to steamroll down like a cause and effect type of thing, which a lot of people don't know yet. But that's why futures move fast and why leverage exists. Who moves the market? Here's something most beginners don't hear early enough. Retail traders do not move the market. Banks, funds, and institutions do. Retail traders provide liquidity, meaning our orders are often used to fill larger positions. And once you understand that, you stop trying to predict price and start observing behavior, because we're not moving it anyway. So if you're not moving it anyway, you just got to see what direction the other people who are moving the market, where they want to go. If you can figure out where they want to go, you'll make money with them. All right. So why leverage is so powerful and dangerous? Why leverage is so powerful and dangerous? Leverage is what attracts most people to the futures market. It allows you to control a large position with a small amount of capital, and leverage doesn't just magnify wins, it magnifies your mistakes. That's why futures trading rewards patience and punishes emotional decisions. If you react too emotional and at the wrong time, you can lose a lot of money in this, all right? Excuse me, so just be careful. Why most beginners lose? Most people don't lose because they're bad at trading. They lose because they rush. They jump from video to video, strategy to strategy, without understanding the environment they're trading in. It's like learning to shoot before learning the rules of the court. Like if you're gonna hoop, some people go on the basketball court, they don't know what basketball is. And I'm just saying that because I be sometimes playing 2K, and I don't know what's wrong with that community no more. But that's nothing about this video, all right? The shift you need. Professional traders don't wake up asking, how can I trade today? They ask, should I trade today? There's always going to be, you could trade whenever you want to trade, but at certain times, it's a lot better. You have a better chance of making money than others. All right. Just because you open the chart and see candlesticks don't mean you should place a trade. The people who are making money in this business, they understand the market context first and only act when conditions align. All right. But the good news is, none of this is talent-based. It's learned. Everything in this is learned and is completely learnable, and you can do it. All right. And once these fundamentals click, trading becomes calmer, more structured, and less emotional. I know people who are scalpers who want to trade, who have to look at the charts from 7 in the morning. Me personally, I know my time zones. I know when I should be looking at the market, and I could go into the chart for about, I want to say, the most, probably like an hour. That's not even a long, that's not even like an hour straight of me just looking at the charts. I like to look at a chart, place my trade because it's hit my setup, and then get off. You know, I don't want to sit there and look at charts all day. Even though if you are just starting out, I do recommend that just so you get used to how the charts move and everything like that. But eventually, you're gonna be able to open up a chart and already have your zones marked up and have it cause and effect type of vibe to it, where it's like, if this happens, then this happens, and this happens, and that happens. So you just gotta wait for that one point to hit, and then once that hits, you could kind of start breaking down your trading strategy, and you shouldn't be looking at the market for 3 hours in a row, and 3 hours back to back. It should be mostly like, maybe I would say like a good hour, if anything. Sometimes, if depending on what time you catch it, you might be able to look at it for maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe a half hour. But the more experience you have, the better you'll be able to do it, and the faster you'll be able to look at a chart, find your strategy, your trading setup, and get right off. But in the next episode, we're going to be talking about market sessions and why most moves happen at very specific times. This alone can save you months of frustration because everything happens on timing. Timing is super important. All right. If this video helps you understand futures trading better, I need you to comment episode 2 down below in the comment section. All right. And if you're serious about learning this the right way, this series is for you. Because if you understand the fundamentals, just like anything else, once you understand the fundamentals, everything else is gonna be super smooth for you, and it's gonna be a lot easier than I feel like everybody else got going on. So that's all for this video. This is episode 1 of the series, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.